Hello and welcome to the Melting Pot. I'm Sunil.
And I'm Nij, and in today's episode, we're going to be discussing the Aviator Wallet and men's wallets in general. Now, there's a lot of wallets in this segment, such as the Secrid and the Ridge, and I'm going to go a bit more into detail about why I chose this one, and then we're going to have a discussion on it. But before we do any of that, let's take a quick look at what's in the box. Okay, so let's take a look at the Aviator Wallet. So it arrived well packaged in a wrapping paper and bubble wrap envelope. It took about 6 or 7 days to come. It came via DHL, so no issues there, no hidden costs. The box has this very nice embossed A for Aviator on it, which looks quite nice. So opening it up, obviously inside we have what looks to be the user guide here. So just a bit about the wallet and how to use it. More of that later. And then within the wallet you have a screwdriver tool. Quite nice high quality screwdriver tool there. And you have the wallet itself. So looks really nice, really lightweight, very aesthetically pleasing. So in terms of what Aviator are about, so they're a German company. All of their wallets are handmade and they have a lifetime warranty, which is fantastic. They have 3 different wallet styles. So the first one is the Classic, which has an optional coin compartment, an optional cash clip, can store anywhere up to 20 cards, and has RFID protection. Then they've got the Slide one, which has all of the above for the Classic, but no coin compartment. So that's a bit more of a slimmer profile. And then you have the Slide, which has everything the Classic has, but it also has this little slide tab, which allows you to easily access cards that are already inside. The wallets vary in price, so they start for €65 for an aluminium version, which is what this is. And then the middle of the range is €125, and that's for carbon fiber. And then you've got starting from €369, and that's for grade 1 titanium. Obviously, the reason why it's in euros is because you have to buy it from Germany, so that's why all the prices are in euros. Also, it's quite customizable, which is quite good. So these cash clips, they can be interchanged. So you have recycled plastic. This one is carbon fiber. You also have 3D printed cash clips, and I think recently they've started doing a cash clip that fits an Apple AirTag, so you're able to tag your wallet. The screws, so these screws, which can be accessed or taken out using this tool, they're also interchangeable, and you can change them for titanium screws. The reason why you might want to do that is you can actually adjust this elastic on the side here, which then allows you to store more or less cards. So when you're going to spec your wallet, it says anywhere from 1 to 20 cards, but you can actually store up to 20. They just set it up for however many you say on their website and post it to you like that. You can then alter it later if you want.
So, the Aviator Wallet.
Yeah.
What made you choose one of those?
Well, there's a few reasons. I mean, as I mentioned before in the video, we're in this space now where there's a few wallets that are sort of this minimal design. I had a Secrid wallet before.
Okay.
Actually have it here. So this was it. And, this was great. I mean, this wallet's lasted me 8-9 years, and you can see it's, battered now, leather wallet. But as you can see, aesthetically, it's a very old style of wallet with this.
That's a coin, yeah?
That is a coin. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That important thing. I'll go into that later.
Let's keep it child friendly.
Yeah. But so you can see with this leather button thing that goes around, it's a very old style looking wallet.
Yeah, it's kind of like moving people from old school leather wallets into the 21st century, but not all the way.
Exactly. So I think it aesthetically a lot has changed now. I think it's gone more to this, one sheet of aluminium, which is what this is, or carbon fiber, or titanium, or whatever. And then within that, you've got this and the ridge. The thing with the ridge is, I think, aesthetically, for me anyway, it goes past what a wallet looks like. This still has some resemblance to a wallet, as in it's an enclosed space to hold things. That just seems like a piece of metal that's been banged out with certain designs, and then it just meant to hold all your stuff.
It's very industrial design, isn't it? So,
So that's
I
why
get some people would love that.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
Also get why maybe you just don't.
Yeah. But you're limited also with that one with what you can carry.
Okay.
Which is why that's another reason I chose this one. But we can go into that. So why I decided specifically on this. Firstly, I think the color is like fantastic.
Yeah, it's really
Imola red. So beautiful color.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
And they come in all different colors. And they also come in like carbon fiber, titanium. So the first thing is the customization of this. Because you can have different colors, you can have different ways it operates. So this one is the slide one.
Right. Because you mentioned there are different varieties, right? Classic and slide.
Exactly,
right?
yeah. And they all have slightly different functionality.
Okay.
So the reason why I chose this one specifically is, firstly, I like this little thumb port, I'm going to call it here, where you can just use it to slide out a card.
Okay.
So if you have a card that you use all the time, slide it straight out and use it from there.
Right.
Which is quite cool. If you've got, 10 cards in here or something, then you also have this handy tab.
Right.
So you can just pull this tab out and it pulls all your cards out.
We're not sponsored, by the way.
Yeah, we're not sponsored. So you can pull all your cards out.
But Aviator, if you're watching, give us a call.
Yeah, send this guy one. Yeah, so you can have all your cards come out, and then what's really cool is, because the sides are elastic, you can actually, it won't work now because there's only one card in there, but you can actually turn this, fan it out.
That's cool.
So you can look at everything.
Because the Secrid has this like the trigger thing, right?
Yeah, the Secrid has the trigger thing where all your cards just pop out.
Which is cool. But I like that you can just immediately access your top card, because generally speaking, there's one card which we use the majority of the time, so I quite like that. That's quite a cool idea.
That also limits you to how many cards you can put in, because it's obviously got to fit in that little RFID box.
Yeah, because it has like a fixed width container, right?
Exactly.
There's only so many cards.
Yeah,
you can fit in
and
there.
especially if your cards are embossed, then they rub on each other, so then you can put even less in.
So I had one of these years ago, and I remember having to, when you've got the card numbers and stuff, having to top and tail them. Have one facing one way, one facing... Yeah, otherwise they just don't fit in.
They won't. And then you get to a point where you're pressing the trigger and they won't come out because they're stuck, because there's just too many in.
Yeah, that's annoying.
So what's cool about this is that when you're speccing it up, you can actually tell them how many cards you plan on putting in it. So it's anywhere between 1 and 20.
20.
Yeah, which is great. Obviously that will drastically change the width here.
Yeah.
But you can put 20. But what's cool is that they send it to you specced up to what you said, but they also send you this tool,
right?
Which you can unscrew this, and then you can actually, the elastic here, internally they're on clips, so you can either widen it or narrow it to have more or less cards fit in.
That's cool.
Which is really cool. So that's something I really liked about this wallet. The other thing is, I've never had money on the outside of a wallet before.
Right.
So I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I do like this money clip. It's very solid. Like, I'm struggling to put my finger under it, so I know it will hold my money.
Yeah.
And this is the carbon fiber one, but again,
it looks really cool.
It's just something that looks cool, and at least your money won't fly around and lose it. Whereas in the Secrid, it's got like this plastic flap thing. Now the problem with this is it rips or it gets flimsy, or your money could slide out. Yeah. Far less likely to happen in that.
Yeah, judging by how tight the elastic is on that just seems like it's an impossibility. Which is cool.
Yeah.
Which is good, nice and secure.
Yeah. So I think the other thing that you mentioned about the Secrid, coins, going back to coins.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like to carry coins. Now we can have a discussion about what that is in a bit, but The other cool thing is that it has a coin compartment here.
Yeah.
So whereas this end you can pull out to look at your cards, on the other end you can slide out a
You can do it. I believe in you.
What have I done here? Oh yeah, sorry, I wasn't pulling it properly. So you can slide out a coin compartment, and what that means is that you can put all of your coins in here. It's nicely coated in velvet as well, which is cool. I don't know, but you possibly, if you don't have a lot in here, you might get rattling if you move around too much, because which could be slightly annoying, but it's fine. But this I find really handy. Now this comes in two thicknesses, like a normal thickness, and this is the additional one because obviously our pound coins are a lot thicker.
Yeah, we've got fat coins in the UK.
Exactly.
Silly.
So, but also it's great for, I don't know, for example, if you ride a bike to work and you lock it somewhere, you can put your key in here.
Your bike like locker keys and stuff like that.
Exactly. So it comes in handy for other things. So that's a one of the major reasons why I got this as well.
So you mentioned, obviously, you've talked about coins. Why do you carry coins?
Yeah.
I have not carried a coin in.
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember. I don't know.
So the reason why I carry coins specifically is there are times where you would go to a supermarket and you need a coin for the trolley.
I guess so.
I've been in that situation a lot of times, and
that
is annoying. Also, there's just some things where you just, do you have 50p, or just can I borrow 50p, or someone says to you, kids buying ice cream from the ice cream man. I know they're really small things, but sometimes you need coins and they're not available.
Can't buy one for £1 anymore, mate. Ask my two.
That's true.
We went to the Natural History Museum in the last Easter holidays and went to the ice cream man and spent 16 quid.
Wow.
Feel like we're in a different planet, but
that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah.
But
no,
yeah,
but
so,
I get your point.
Yeah,
I get your point. Like, you
it's
just want to
handy.
run into a shop and grab like a bottle of water or something.
Exactly.
They tend to round everything up to £1 these days. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, I've gone in a bit of a different direction with my wallet. I don't really carry cards at all. I carry one, almost like a backup credit card, which I hardly ever use now, because I just use Apple Pay or Google Pay. And although there are, we've got £100 contactless limit, a lot of places don't really institute that limit for Google Pay and Apple Pay, like supermarkets, petrol stations, a lot of like electrical stores now. Costco doesn't. I mean, you can go and spend 300-400 quid and just boom, contactless on your as long as it's on your phone, and it just goes through, which I find super convenient. It's really cool. So I have kind of gone the other direction, where I have not a genuine one, but an Apple style MagSafe wallet, and the only thing I carry is one credit card, and this is a really manky access card for the smart lock on my front door, which actually I don't even need that either, because I have it accessible through an app on my phone. I suppose I carry this in case tragedy befalls me and I smash my phone and I can't turn it on or I can't use it, then at least I always have money and I can get into my house. But I could conceivably, and have done, accidentally left this at home and gone out the entire day, and it's been absolutely fine. So I've kind of gone a different way. Why do you, I mean, you're tech savvy, you use Google Pay, I presume. Why do you still feel like you need a wallet like this?
I think it's just, I'm a lot like you in the sense that I also use Google Pay a lot. But I do find myself sometimes using credit cards for work. I have a work card as well, which I need to use. Like I said, sometimes you need change. So I just like the idea to be able to have everything in my pocket. Cash, even with the cash clip. So I just like to be covered either way. Like you said, if your phone breaks or something happens or your battery dies or something, at least I'm covered every way. I think the other situation with that is that nowadays we want all those things, or maybe we don't. I want all those things, but I want it in a small form factor, because everyone, the way we carry stuff now has changed as well. Everyone, we've gone to skinny jeans where your pockets are really tight up against your legs. You can't carry anything.
Yeah, that's so true.
We've gone to massive, huge mobile phones or other stuff that you carry. So
Yeah.
what space is there left in your pocket for one of those conventional, normal size wallets? I mean, you can't even, if you put one of them in your pocket, you probably won't even be able to sit down anymore.
Yeah, I mean, my father-in-law still carries one. He carries the old traditional black leather wallet, which he's probably had for 25, 30 years. And he doesn't even use the card slots. So he uses the card slots for like the access card to the leisure centre and the library card.
Yeah.
But he has a metal business card wallet, one of the smaller ones, and he puts his credit cards in that, and then he shoves that into his big black leather wallet. So it's like a solid piece of metal inside an already massive wallet.
Yeah.
And then he carries it in his back pocket.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Dad, how do you sit down? How can you do that? And he's like, I've been doing it for 30 years. I'm not going to change now. Whereas the thought of that, along with a massive phone, I mean, even the small phones nowadays are still relatively massive compared to where we first started.
Yeah.
Obviously they were massive, and then everything got really, really small, and now it's gone the other way again, and they've got massive. That's a separate discussion. But yeah, I take your point that the pocket real estate game has changed.
There's also a case of, and I'm guilty of this, when you have a big wallet, you just shove everything inside. You get receipts from restaurants, I just shove it in my wallet. You never take them out. And then you find like 6 months worth of receipts. Whereas if you have something like this, you're forced to do something about it there and then. Throw the receipt away, don't take it, put it somewhere else, whatever you want. But don't just put loads of rubbish in your wallet because your wallet can carry it.
Yeah, that's a really good point, because I've now taken to taking pictures of my receipts.
There you go. Yeah.
I've got like a note on Google Keep.
Yeah.
Where I just go straight in there when I get like a postage receipt that I need to make sure in case it gets lost or something, and I'll just stick it in there, and then I just throw the thing away.
Yeah.
So I know I don't need to hold on to it. Whereas, yeah, totally. If I had an old wallet, I used to do that exercise. You used to do that, where once every like 2 or 3 months, you're like, this is getting well out of hand. I can't even find money in here now because it's lost in there.
Yeah.
You pull it all out, and it's like a folder of bits of paper, and then you're like, oh, there's a £5. Oh, there's a £10.
Yeah, you had like a Top Golf card that expired in like 2004 that's still in your wallet.
You've got the new one in the slot, but the old one you're like, I'll get rid of that. And you find all this other crap in there.
Exactly. So
yeah, it's totally changed how we deal with this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think the other thing is that it just depends how you view it and what you want to spend. So this near enough, the way I spec'd it out, cost me exactly £100 roughly, but
which is a lot.
It is a lot, but you think that this cost me £45 to £50, and it lasted 7-8 years.
And actually, I suppose there's nothing wrong with it. It's just times have moved on,
getting a bit worn out. The glue in areas is going and stuff. So this has a lifetime warranty, which is brilliant. But I just think that you've got, obviously, as we mentioned, you've got Secrid, who I think are a bit cheaper than Aviator.
Yeah.
And then you've got Ridge, who are more expensive. So Aviator's in the middle. Now, all of them make great wallets. Like we said, we're not sponsored by anyone. But the reason why I chose this wallet, I've obviously outlined. But you also have versions, let's call them knockoff versions, of these wallets that are very similar.
Yeah.
But at a cheaper price point. Now, by all means, you can go for that if you want to, and maybe they're good too. But I wanted something that I can rely on, that has a lifetime warranty, that I can at least get 6 to 8 years worth out of.
Yeah, I think that's the kind of person you are as well. You tend to buy it right first time and then stick with it. I'm considerably more skittish, so I don't like to spend too much money on a lot of stuff, because of my skittish personality. I change my opinion as I change my shorts. So I don't want to have spent a load of money which then goes into a drawer and then go and buy something else. If I've only spent £10, it doesn't hurt me.
Yeah.
If you've spent £100, I would go through conceivably 6 to 8 wallets over those 8 years. As I just changed my opinion. Yeah, at the moment I've got this cheap version of a MagSafe wallet which holds 2 cards. I might suddenly decide, actually, no, that doesn't suit me anymore, and go and buy, as you mentioned, one of the cheaper versions of this for £35 and try it out and see how it goes. And if I don't like it, then I've got that as well, and I can jump back and forth. You're not like that. So yeah, I think it's well worth investing in a good quality item from a well designed, well managed company. I mean, they're from Germany.
Yeah, they're German, and they make all their wallets. They're handmade, all of them, which is why it takes a while to get.
I don't know what it is about German manufacturing.
Yeah, I mean, that's another reason. I mean, look at the form factor of it, and aesthetically,
it's
to
really
me
cool.
anyway, it looks really nice.
I love the colour. It looks wicked.
Yeah, but like you said, also security is quite important. So it's quite sturdy. It's quite like the elastic doesn't seem like it's going to wear out or tear or anything. But also the RFID stuff, which I think if you're carrying cards today,
you've got to
have it, because it's so easy for people nowadays to just take your details.
Well, like 5 minutes on the tube, and it's so easy for it to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, there's these guys that walk around with shopping bags.
Exactly.
That have got those machines, and they just brush up against you and just see what they can get away with. So
exactly.
It's totally good.
Yeah,
totally good to have. Anything else to add?
No, that's it, I think. So yeah, hopefully this will last another at least 8 years.
Yeah, it's a really cool product. Yeah. Cool. Right. Well, thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Nidji's your man. He'll have, I'm sure, much more to say on your feedback.
Yeah, and Aviator, if you're watching, send some, please.
Yeah, give me a call. I'll leave the email address down below. But yeah, thank you for watching. We'll see you again in the next video.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.
See ya.
Bye.